Right. So Sandhya and Padma, you both are there in this group, right?
Yes, sir. Good evening,
Hi,
sir.
good evening.
Good evening. Good
Yeah,
evening, sir.
I shared the YouTube link over there as well.
Sure,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Now people can watch it on YouTube, though 10 minutes late, right? Murphy's Law. We all have to accept.
I'll share it there, sir.
No, you don't have to share. I mean, all the people who are there, they watch it. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Meeting is best friend. God. Is my voice okay?
Yes, sir. It's perfectly audible.
Right. Need to record this. A very good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Right. Oh.
You're looking like Congress MLA, sir.
Election time, what to do?
Yes.
Okay, almost like 18 hours of non-stop work. So finally, see what happened in the last minute is I made the background white and I am looking dark. So I got only 10 minutes to fix it. Otherwise, I'll be in total dark. Only the board is going to be visible. So I had to make the board dark. Then the fonts won't come up. So anyway, it's been a long time, long overdue. Um, Welcome to the sixth workshop in our series of The Magic of Manifestation, AHTP Volume 2, Pitying the Time. Okay, so there are few people who are first timers to our session. So for them, they need to understand what exactly tithing is. So we call this series as a manifestation series, right? When we say manifestation, what do we mean by manifestation? Anyone?
Sir, it's an act of making something into reality.
Okay. What else?
It is a wish.
Wish.
What you actually truly want, and you are able to achieve it with certain tools and processes.
Mhm.
Sir, it is you are trying to recreate something.
Mm.
So it is a kind of a
See,
deep
you are
desire.
already here. You are already here. You are a manifested being, right? You exist. You have a body, you have a family, you have a profession. So right now you are here. You're already a manifested being, but you wanted to manifest something else.
When your thoughts becomes matter, whether consciously or unconsciously, that's manifestation.
Yeah, that's the process of manifestation. But why manifestation?
Because we want to recreate whatever we have created. It's our manifestation, but that was unconsciously done. But now we
Hmm.
want to create it, so we have to be consciously, manifest things to become reality.
Okay, let's try to understand this with this example. You are in point A, okay, and you want to manifest point B. Probably in some of your areas, in all 7 areas of life that what we holistic coaches call, in some of the areas, probably you are like what hmm, this Canva. Just give me a second. Okay, probably in one of the areas, right, or few of the areas where you are unsatisfied. Right? Probably you are unsatisfied, unhappy, or uncertain about probably the future. Okay, so this is where you stand, and you wanted to manifest point B, where presumably you think that you are going to be more satisfied, happy, and certain. Got it? That is why people wanted to manifest things in their life. But there is a process to it, is it not? There is a process to it. And that process we call as Advanced HNTP Volume 2, and we give it a subtitle called The Magic of Manifestation. Simply put, okay, for the starters. Now, let's come back to the next point, the recap. What was the journey that we took to manifest things? When we said Advanced HNTP Volume 2 is going to be completely about manifesting things, there is a certain process. Okay, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. We have 10 steps. We are at the 6th step, that is pitying the time. So all of you have gone through the 5 steps, and now we are into the 6th step. Just to recap, can each one of you, right, take one example, I mean, one lesson, and can you tell me about like what each workshop is all about? Power of intention. Why intention is important in manifestation? What did you learn? What is the key takeaway?
Sir, when we give attention to something that we want, the intention is the one that helps in the manifestation.
Okay,
So
paying
if we want
attention.
something, you need to give attention to that particular. That means
Anyone else?
it energizes what we want.
Actually, like sir,
Hmm.
if we are more clear with the intention, so like Danya ma'am said to add to it. So if we are more clear with the intention or for greater good, that is how the it works. Or
So,
So
there
one
are
key point learned from the this first lesson is all communication happens heart to heart,
Mhm.
and it is the first exercise, which is like Heart Maths Institute. We said heart is the seat of soul.
Hmm.
So all communications happen through soul.
Hmm.
That is a key point I have highlighted in the first chapter.
Okay. So
Sir,
the power of
the-
intention basically talks about if you want to go from point A to point B, why you want to go, right? The why is the intention, isn't it? The why. The why has to be very clear. So,
Happiness.
yes, exactly.
Happiness,
Here,
sir.
here, you are certainly unhappy, right? Uncertain, unsatisfied, and you want to go there, right? There is certainly a need is there. So I want to manifest this because that intention, how to set that intention. So doing that, once you have set up your intention, what is the next one that we need to do?
We communicate.
Communicate.
Yeah. When communicate, like somebody just said, heart to heart, without trying to hide something or the reality, as if we are sitting in front of us trying to communicate with our own self the way we understand things.
Hmm.
So the honest communication.
The honest communication. So if you remember the promo that we created for the actual communication, there is a word called con.
con
And
communication.
con. So while communicating, you have to be true, right? It should not be like, say, for example, someone wants to sell something, a product or a service or something. So if you are trying to con someone, it is not communication. So to manifest things, first you need to know why you are doing this. Okay. Say, for example, you want to land in a very good job or start a very good business or a practice, or you want to build a beautiful house. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. So your intention is very clear why you want to do that. And now while doing that, the communication when I said in that, it is not only your verbal communication. Okay. There are so many other types of communication. The communication with yourself, that is more important. And next comes, let's kill the interrogator. See, why I am taking time to recap is, in one of the last sessions, I asked coaches, how many of you actually have gone through all the 5 workshops again, revised? None of you. At least let's take 5 to 10 minutes to understand what we have learned so far. So the next comes, let's kill the interrogator. Who is that interrogator?
Sir, we as the coaches, we are the interrogator. But
Exactly. You remember your lessons well, Kapil. Good. Okay. So if the other person is saying that, okay, your dream is too wrong, or you are thinking, overthinking, you are flying, and your feet is not on ground, and all these things, right? It is actually we. Hello. It is actually we communicating to ourselves. So if someone comes and asks you, questions you, right? Don't you think that your dream is too big? Do you think you are capable of that? Those are the doubts that come from us, but expressed from external sources. Okay. But we try to say that, okay, these people are jealous of me, these people are competitive, these people are backstabbing people, these people, they don't have values. Okay, we try to kill those interrogators. But in fact, they are our benefactors, isn't it? So that's what we learn in Let's Kill the Interrogator. So why we want to kill the interrogator is what we discussed in our baggage cabbages, isn't it?
yes, sir.
What is baggage?
The memories, the experiences, the belief system that we cover ourselves with.
Mm. Okay, I think only Kapil is there in the class, I believe.
Sir, our memories also.
Representing all of us, sir.
Uh, okay,
The
so
cabbage is
when we say the why I said that I referred baggage to cabbage just because it is rhyming.
No, sir.
no, the
Sir,
layers.
because the cabbages when they are carried on for a long time, or they are uh, there
The
in
rotten,
our life for a very long time, they stink. And that is what is happening, is that we are carrying a bag full of stinking beliefs.
Hmm, exactly.
Wherever is our emotions will
Hmm,
convert into a certain type of pattern, like belief system or any other. Sir.
hmm,
So, Neelam this side, typically removing the layers of
hmm,
our baggages.
hmm.
That is why we are using cabbage as a referral here.
As a referral here. And I also said, I mean, all these four answers you gave in the workshop as well. But one thing I said, one more thing,
the
that
rotten,
I, huh?
the rotten condition what we get from the cabbages is exactly the uh, condition what we experience through our uh, energies which are negative.
Yeah, that was already mentioned by Dania. So one more example is when I took this class for Ryan Fernando long back, okay, hypothyroidism, the experiment, how people have come to a conclusion that eating cabbages contains this nitrogens and
Oh, unless and
but
until we eat in tons,
no no
we
no
don't.
no wait, imagine a person, I mean, look at the design of the experiment. Okay, you feed a rat day in and day out for weeks together, nothing but cabbage, right? You are dead. Obviously, your metabolism will come down. Okay, so baggages, because we carry so much of baggages and we are not willing to change, and that's the reason why we want to kill the interrogator. Next comes the need greed conundrum. Okay, so is our wish to manifest something in our life? Yeah, I want to build a 100 crore company in next 10 years. Is it a need or a greed?
It's an
So again,
Greed, sir. Greed, sir.
No, no, no,
it's a
no.
so
Just no,
again
no,
it
no,
is
no, no,
linked
no.
with
Wait. Listen to the question carefully. I would like to build a 100 crore worth company in the next 10 years. Is the intention of a person, right? Now, is it a need or a greed?
need, sir.
It can be a need.
the need.
But how it is achieved depends.
No,
No. For
on
that,
the
we have manifestation principles. My simple question is, right? So someone's intention is that, yeah, in the next 10 years, I am going to build a 100 crore value worth company, right? Someone writes like in their vision board, yeah, this is what I intended to manifest in my life. So taking this fifth lesson, some people, I mean, how do you explain this? Some people, I mean, this person is quite greedy. Uh, so will it come under need or greed?
sir.
So,
When
it is
you
highlighted here. So, it would be more of a greed. When we
Hmm.
were talking about selfish and selfish. So there is where we had this discussion. If it is just I want to do it, then it would be greed. But if we are collaborating and making everybody win-win, then that would be called as a need that I want to do this particular
Yeah,
thing.
got it. But listen to my question very carefully.
Can I try?
I would like to create,
sir, I
right?
have to answer this.
Yeah. See,
One.
I would like to create a 100 crore worth company. I don't want 100 crores. There is a difference.
So it all depends
Exactly,
on
that's what I said. Now he's creating. He is being a creator.
Exactly.
Being a
So,
creator is it's a collaboration.
I mean, we have a workshop to do. We are still doing recap. So here, it will not come under need or greed. Okay.
It is an intention, sir.
Yeah, it is an intention of a creator.
It is an intention which we like. We does not care about the outcome, whatever it might be.
Hmm.
It is not a
So,
desire. It is an intention.
yeah, I would like to earn 100 crores in the next 10 years is different. I would like to create a business worth of 100 crores is different. Okay. Earning is different and creating is different. Creating involves community. Okay. Now, let's come to our hero of the day, pitying the tide. So, what do you understand by the word pitying the tide? Okay. And before going to that, I don't know how to take a screenshot of this, but okay. Now you got this picture, right? Let's go to our whiteboard. So you are at point A, right? And you want to achieve point B. Now most of you are happy. Finally, the whiteboard is back. Okay. So when we say there are 10 steps and we take our common example as dietitians, what we come across, are the letters visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come back to the 10 steps that I mentioned. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for a person who wanted to lose weight, okay, so this A might to achieve B. Let's say he is 90 kgs and want to be 70 kgs. Now so he wanted to manifest. Just hold on a second. I think I lost my. I think we need to get a new camera very soon. It has become really old. Served as well. Yeah. Now this guy from 90 kgs, he wanted to achieve, manifest 70 kgs of his weight, ideal weight, right? So does he has to go through all these manifestation principles 1 to 10? Okay. You might have come across people, madam, I used this meal replacement powder. It works amazing. Okay. I lost 20 kgs. So probably for the person from to manifest from A to B, out of 10, it could be only 1. And some might have tried 1, 4, 5, 8, and none of them have worked. And finally, they have gone to 9. Let's say yoga. I tried everything. I've been to dietitians, I've been to doctors, I tried bariatrics and everything, but I went to yoga. This worked. Okay. And for some people like me, to reach A to B, they not only need 10, they maybe need another 10 to the power of 10 steps to manifest something else. Okay. So the point I'm trying to make here is we are learning these principles of manifestation. In this, we picked up 10 basic principles, 10 mostly used manifestation principles in our life. In that, we covered 5, and we have come to the 6th one. Okay, that is pitying the time. Now, let's go back to our presentation again. So now, when it comes to the manifestation principles, what works for someone and what doesn't work for someone, we're all confused. What to do, which one works for me, which doesn't work for me, we're all confused. And that takes us to our the most important question. Back to the basics of HNT. It all depends upon reality. Okay. Now let's go back to who created our reality. Anyone?
We ourselves,
How?
with our mind, the thought process.
Hmm. Oh, who created our reality? Thought process, mind, that's all fine. But I
So
want more
Sir,
clarity.
action.
experiences, the experiences what we have experienced, and the journey what we have gone, and the belief systems what we have imbibed in us. These all create to uh,
Hmm.
or, our reality. I mean, our mind.
Hmm. Hmm.
So many ways we are created, means we are observed through a subconscious mind, like social conditioning or maybe environmental
Hmm.
and physical also. Many factors will be there, sir, to form the belief system, and we feel
our
as a reality.
our perception.
Hmm.
How we can perceive the things.
Hmm. Okay. So who you are, I mean, why I stopped this is I didn't figure out how to change the color of the board. I can make it black also, but I forgot how to do it. Just give me a second. Okay. Anyway, at least it is less brighter now, right? So everything starts with a thought, isn't it? You forgot this almost. Thought leads to action. Action leads to habit. And if I ask you who you are nothing but multiple collection of your habits. Remember this?
Yes, sir.
And thoughts stored in our brain are called
Memory.
memory. So you are nothing but your memories. But are you able to recollect all the experiences that you had since your childhood?
No.
No. So either positive or negative. Okay. The present you that you are, if it is making you unhappy, okay, the present you is making you unhappy, that is the reason why you would like to change into a happy person. Is it so?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Now, with this background, let's get back to the presentation. How is tithing connected to manifestation principle? Sir, we understand that having a clear intention, proper communication, answering our own demons, letting go of the cabbages, and we need to discern between need and greed. All these things make sense. But how tithing is connected? Anyone? How tithing is connected to manifestation?
Sir, this is one of the tool for our spiritual growth.
Okay.
Because I have the clear intention, right? So what I give, I will receive, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. So can I go? This is Madhu, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, so as ma'am said, even what I give is what I receive is one thing, sir. So one more thing, what I believe is it's like letting go. Usually, tithing is associated with wealth or money. So
Hmm.
it's the most important part, which is very hard to let go for many. So to start with, or to make it a habit to make it a habit for ourselves. So it's a
Hmm.
way to start with. Letting go of money is like a very big step, is what I feel.
Yes, Madhu, we are giving means we are giving our ego or pain or anything, and we are receiving happiness, joy.
Okay. Good.
So,
Now,
Jyoti, this side, sir, I would like to add one more point.
yeah,
Like
sure.
the universe always works with the principle of law of attraction.
Hmm.
So it's not only important here, like what we give, of course, we receive it. With what intention are we giving it? That really matters in what we
Hmm.
are receiving back as well.
Hmm.
So definitely this could help as a manifestation principle.
Hmm. Okay. Good.
Sir,
Now, let's, yeah, who
Maybe
else?
sir, can I try?
Yeah. Everyone can try.
Sir,
This is a workshop.
usually whenever we go to a temple or any such place, we are
Hmm.
actually begging God to give us something,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
in India, usually even if people don't visit a religious place or temple, they send a letter and some amount with that
Hmm.
to put it in that dabba,
Hmm.
the donation box,
Hmm.
saying that मेरा request भगवान जी के पास पहुंचा देना.
Hmm.
Right, so it is that particular thing that you want, you are
Hmm.
sending it across with an intention, whether that be a positive one or a negative one. ठीक है? Even if जैसे I say कि मुझे ये चाहिए, तो I am attaching a very strong thought with it. Right? Even if I'm not wanting it, I don't need something. Still, I am attaching a very strong thought with it. Right? So I am scared of my job. मुझे जॉब चला ना जाए, तो मैं भगवान के पास जाके ये बोलूंगी, भगवान मेरी जॉब बचा लेना, भगवान मेरी जॉब बचा लेना. So even if I'm manifesting a negative thought, but with a very strong intention, and that is where I am putting money, कि शायद उससे भगवान जी को थोड़ा सा मस्का लग जाए, bribing him, kind of a thing.
Okay.
And even if I want a girlfriend, so again I'm doing the same thing. मेरी शादी करा दो, तो again I am bribing him. So manifestation with bribing, I would say not tithing, but bribing God is kind of a thing there.
Yeah, I mean, you equated tithing with almost like bribing the god. Yeah,
Exactly.
got your point.
One
Sir,
point,
I want to say.
in connection to what Neelam said. Each time when we did something about our work connected, somewhere interconnectedly we are manifesting the outcome of that also.
Okay.
So that outcome is we are manifesting in our favor, irrespective of the wish of the universe. So it is only that we are subconsciously or consciously we are manifesting the outcome. Like our intention could be, if I give 5 rupees today, I'm somewhere subconsciously expecting 50 rupees. So it's an act of manifesting subconsciously for some people, and for some people of course could be conscious manifestation also, each time whenever they do the act of tithe.
Sandhya ma'am, पुराने time में people used to visit the Badrinath and Kedarnath thinking they'll get a salvation. So technically that is also one kind of a bribe, right? कि अभी मैं यहाँ आ गई, अभी मुझे please liberate me. So even if it is not money, it is anyways a bribe.
Sir, one more thing, and the universe is abundant, sir. So if I go with the universe is abundant, so I did not have any greedy or anything. What I am giving, I am receiving, and what I am receiving, I am giving, sir.
Okay.
If I am consciously doing.
So you're putting it into a cycle. Yeah, essentially that's what you mean
Yes,
by.
yes, sir. Universe is abundant. If I believe universe is abundant, so I'm not doing anything specially, sir. What I received, I am giving.
Two more responses.
Padma ma'am, no.
Okay,
Even if we talk about Raman.
No,
Sir, just
we'll
one
come
last.
back to.
Even if we talk about Raman, he did bad task because he wanted to get liberated from a pure soul. So would that not be called as manifestation? That I don't have to come back because I am being liberated by the God himself. So was that not greed?
No, yeah, got it. Yeah, two more. Only
Yeah,
two more.
I would like to add, sir.
Kapil.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir, we studied in Need to Greed conundrum that greed is something that if I want something only for myself and I don't want other people to have it, that's maybe greed. So maybe by tithing, we are able to help others and become a part of somebody else's manifestation without any expectation.
Wow. Good. Nice perspective. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else?
That is how.
Sir, can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, for me, I feel tithing means if I have to tithe, I have to have something with me to so only can I give to someone, no? So maybe indirectly I'm manifesting, and then it takes us to that paradox that when I tithe, it makes me feel good factor, the superiority, the feeling of happiness. So tithing is like we are giving something, and in return we are unconsciously manifesting that I will be in a better position to tithe more better.
Who is this?
Sabha.
Okay, good. Okay, now let's get back to because we're almost like halfway into it. Now let's get back to the crux of today's presentation. What you have answered, you people have answered. So let's go through the answers. Do you believe tithing is exclusive to religious or spiritual practices? Okay, and I'm glad that 76% of you Don't think so. Okay, well done. How would you respond to the idea that tithing might perpetuate dependency in the receiver or create a sense of superiority in the giver? And with this response also, I totally am happy. Okay, now the next one. Do you see tithing as only a form of charity? I'm a bit confused. You thought that I asked you a trick question here, right? Huh? That's why you answered this, because I don't believe in this answer. Okay, next one. Is it possible for someone who identifies as atheist or agnostic to practice principles of tithing? Sorry to
Yes, sir, it is
forgot.
possible.
It is possible. Okay, in what way?
Sir, most of us are religious, and in religious practices, it has been said or it is sometimes advisable that you teach.
Hmm.
And that gives you a superiority feeling that, oh, I am following a particular advisory given by a religious, I mean, since I'm following a religion.
Hmm.
But I mean, when a person is atheist and he does that because not because of some religious advisable, but he thinks that, I mean, he should do it just to
Hmm.
help others and be a part of somebody's growth
Yeah,
without any expectation.
let me rephrase
Sir,
it for you.
sir,
Let me rephrase it for you. You mean to say that not only in the name of the God, those people who don't believe in God also, they do a lot of charity, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, got it.
True,
Got your
sir.
point. Hmm. Yeah, got it. I mean, good marks here as well. And two more. Is there a concern that tithing might be misused by certain religious or non-religious organizations? Predominantly, you said yes. Okay. Do you believe that tithing can contribute to a sense of abundance in one's life? And this is totally an honest, not an honest answer. Okay. Because I asked you this question and we are doing this as part of manifestation. Many of you said that tithing is one of the principles of manifestation. Okay. Now, the whole assignment is a prank. The class is not about tithing. The class is not about religious donations or serving others or any. It has got nothing to do with it. Okay. You know, I give a lot of riddles and puzzles. Okay. And I never give straight answers. A teacher is the one, a good teacher is the one who will not give right answers to the students. But a good teacher is the one who directs the students to find their right answers.
Who creates
Because
confusion?
no, not confusion. See, my right can be not so right for you. Got it? A teacher discovered his own truth and he will show only a path. Okay, this is how to walk, this is how to do the work. So you find your own path, find your own truth, right? Your truth is different and my truth is different. There is a Zen saying, there is a Zen practice actually. So when these monks were made to sit for meditation, okay, they sit for hours together, and one of the disciple, what do you say, very sincere and honest and hardworking disciple, and he practices very regularly. And one day in his meditation, he visits Buddha, and he got elated. oh my God, Lord Gautama Buddha is there, gave his darshan, and he happily ran to his guru and said, Swami, I mean, this is my experience. You know what the teacher said? I told this story already, if any one of you remember.
Kill the Buddha.
Exactly. Kill the Buddha and go ahead.
Yeah.
Because one Buddha is enough. Okay. Find your own path. Got it? So we already have Gautama Buddha. And what is there in store for you? You figure out your own way. Don't try to imitate. Don't try to emulate someone. Don't try to impress someone. Don't try to impersonate someone. You are here for a particular reason, particular purpose. You are in the path of meditation means you need to find your own purpose. Got it? So if I say like the power of tithing, yeah, the power of serving others is one of the principles of manifestation. It is straight away like, oh, I should start serving others. And if I give some alms to somebody because I am going to manifest my desire, yeah, that is not how I teach. That's not how my style is. Because I gave you a totally wrong lesson name and wrong assignment. See, honestly, didn't even it occur to you that whenever I give you an assignment, I want you to write with your own hands and send it to me. And usually I discuss them in the workshop. But this time I asked you to type. Okay. Then I realized, okay, I mean, I gave a survey so that if someone is smart enough to figure out, I mean, probably this could be a prank. Otherwise, why would sir ask so many people? Can he read 50 into 30 answers, 300 answers? Okay, in 2 days' time, is it humanly possible? So then I flipped and I gave a survey. Okay, try to answer this, right? Now I'm going to introduce one of the greatest personalities of all time. I mean, this about this person, you all should come to know. That person is yeah. Ever felt about yourself like that?
Many times, sir.
Then you must be a Buddha, most happiest person in the world.
We killed, sir. Felt and we killed, sir.
Okay, so what is this class all about? Okay. Oh, it is visible. The moment when we think, I'm taking the business parlance here. When we part with some of our hard-earned money, whether it is for charity or religious purpose or social cause or something, where you part with some of the things, right? You expect some kind of return on it. We call that as profit. Okay. But the question is investing in whom and what for? Okay. These two questions are very important. Now, let's go back to our survey. Now, look back at your answers. If you think that tithing, for whatever reason, you are parting with, suppose if you are investing in, check your answers again because you know what you have answered and check them again with this question in mind. Okay. Investing in who and what for? So the answer is, surprisingly, I found that in this, what do you say, documentary. I don't know how many of you have watched this. So when I was working on this, pitying the tithe, there are so many drafts, so many stories that I wanted to share, so many examples that I wanted to do. Suddenly, this has come to me. And at the same time, some of my friend is suffering with some candida infections, and I mean, since I have bought microbiology textbooks and I'm preparing for this clinical nutrition, and I happen to read this microbiology. So what is this yeast and all? And I was thinking about all the time about fungus. So suddenly, see, whatever you wish for, the whole universe will conspire to make it happen. So that is how this video has come to me. And I watched it. When I started watching it, and suddenly it struck something in me. Okay. Those who have watched this fantastic fungi, and since till now, we have covered the class. What is the connection between this one and what we have discussed till now? Anyone could see the connection? By the way, how many of you have watched this documentary? Raise of hands, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 people. Okay. So those who have watched, could you see any connection between our class till now and about this movie?
Sir, rediscovering, sir.
Rediscovering what?
Rediscovering ourselves.
I mean, that is a huge philosophical statement, madam. What do you mean by that?
Actually, the fungi does not grow by itself. When something is dead, it grows from there. It takes that as a kind of nutrition for it to grow. So we discover ourselves with the falls that we had had.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, sir. This is how I could connect.
Okay.
Sir, symbiotic relationship.
Symbiotic relationship. Could you please
Sir,
explain? No. Just
yes,
who
sir,
is this symbiotic? Who is this
Soumya,
symbiotic?
sir.
Soumya.
Soumya.
Could you please explain symbiotic relationship?
I mean, depending on each other, sir. Like,
Okay.
Like you have asked as a question, like, does the giver have, the authoritative effect, or the one who is receiving maybe dependent effect? So it's not like that. If, the giver, maybe he has, he might have felt something. What do I say? Like some thought. Okay, he would have thought to give it out, means some connection or some feeling was attached to that, and the receiver was also in maybe dire necessity. Okay, let's come back to the giver person. Okay, when he is giving out something, he would feel that he is so much abundant. Okay, he would also look at himself. Okay, looking at the giver and himself, thinking that how abundant he is, and that's how maybe he'll attract a lot of abundance again. That's all, sir. Yeah.
So I want to try one word for this. I didn't watch the movie, but looking at the example, the fungus, I'm just giving my perception and my income. Uh, we always negative with the word fungi, but we don't see the positive aspects of the fungi. So it is the version that we perceive. We go with the complete notion in the negative sense of the fungi. But when you dwell into the positive aspects, there are so many which are equivalent to the negative aspects also, the positive ones. Maybe
Okay.
the movie is emphasizing on those things as well.
I don't know how it is related to our current this thing.
Yes, sir.
Plan.
Tithing always we say superior hands, or maybe in individual perception that we are balancing something, whatever the intention is, they are balancing it by doing that act. So it could be both negative and positive, which are equally existing in that action. I'm just a big guesser. That connection could be there in the movie.
Check करता हूँ.
Sir,
So
host
Neelam,
and parasite.
so Neelam this side. There were two things in this particular thing going. One, how mushrooms or fungi can clean out whatever the forest is giving out, whether that be a dead plant, dead animal, right, or anything nearby. So it can grow out of the blue, right? So it is like coming out of the blue. That was one part of the story. Second part of the story was that his mother was suffering from cancer and she could fight it, right? And she was given a very less time, but then she could fight it actually with the help of fungi. So how is it related to our statement is that is what we are trying to do here, right? We have a thought process, we have a negative thing, but we are trying to change the way we perceive the world, right? Then there was this connection that fungi in the end, it connects the complete universe, right? Everything in the forest is connected. So even if we are walking, we can feel that there is this connection. So I could relate to that movie Avatar, that every plant talks to every other plant, right? So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to share what we have, right? But exactly in advanced HNTP, these particular topics, not sure what we are trying to do, but these were the 2-3 major things that that movie related, that we are all connected somehow. And there is nothing that go waste in this universe. It would refurbish and recome.
Sir,
Sir,
this
host
is
and
Madhu.
parasite. Like, so like it is like a host and a parasite, and how it is connected is when we give tithe to a person, like he will become dependent on us. Like, I didn't see the movie, but what I am feeling is
Sir,
Sir,
I watched in
this is
YouTube,
Madhu.
but hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I watched only 10 minutes of the movie in YouTube. What I understood, sir, Sanjay had the means few communication throughout the trees, sir, means in the world. So like that, when we are teaching, anyway, we can giving means we can receive any form, sir. What I understood, if we are giving, we are not expected anything, but we that energy should be balanced. Means we are expected or unexpected. We don't have any intention to receive, but we can receive any form. Like fungi also, sir. In everywhere they can communicate with each other in the world. Same, I means I related with karma, sir. In that time, what we can do, karma that will be received if you are ready or not ready. Good things or negative things, anything. What you give, you will receive any forms, sir. Not now, or maybe past life, or maybe future also. What I understood that is.
Okay.
Sir, this is Madhu. So just to add like all the points like most of them has discussed. So I just have something. I did not really watch the movie, sir, but as we know, fungi are the decomposers. So that makes me like to like it layers of decomposition of our human life or whatever we can say. So like fungi do help in doing that. Like first it happens like the self digestion, or the body becomes rigor mortis, and then it becomes into bloating, and uh, then it starts decaying and finally comes to the skeletonization, and then it comes to the rebirth, if we believe in reincarnation. So that is what we believe, it gets in another form. So like that, maybe. And in this case, this is also like a medium, so which we are part of in taking of their other forms. I don't know, sir, so somehow if I express my point correctly, but to add up all those points, so like we are helping others, the fungi is helping human body to decompose, so maybe that can be a form of teething. Like earlier, Kapil sir already mentioned one point, that without any expectation or anything, if we really do it, so that works for teething. So that's what I felt, sir.
Okay. Just, I mean, non-related question. Compared to the earlier camera, this is much better, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir. Yeah. And it's giving a sense of interest also.
Yeah. I used DSLR 3 years old. The battery died while you're answering. I'm listening, and I changed it to my mobile. I connected it. Okay, good. Multitasking. Yeah, Saba, I am a serial tasker, not multitasker. Got it. Got your point. And the answer is symbiosis. Okay. Not only symbiosis, what I really liked about the movie is when these fungi, these spores, when they grow, right, they spread and they become one across the globe, right? Across the globe means across the globe. I mean, they're spread. If one fungus or one fungal spore is there and it communicates with this next one, and the mycelia are formed, and this mycelia, actually, as I said, I was for clinical nutrition, I was reading this microbiology and going through these lessons, and this biofilm concept. Biofilm means, I mean, they form colonies and they build a strong protective layer around themselves. Okay, so if the so-called mold or I mean, like the way we treat as like waste and dust and with disgust. Okay, imagine a bread infected with fungus, right? It feels so disgusting, but the kind of community sense they show is amazing. Okay, if these things, these minute things can take care of each other and communicate with each other, we human beings, the so-called highly evolved human beings, why can't we take care of other person? Who is the giver? Who is the taker? Okay. Now take a step back. I told you I'm going to introduce one of the greatest person. That is yourself. Now go back to your answers again about tithing. Right? See, I'm not going to judge. It's because as I said, I'm not interested in your answers. The answers are for yourself. Even before starting the workshop also, I said it is important that you answer all the questions, though it is painful, because that gives you a sense of a peek into what you are as a person. See, don't judge yourself harshly. Everyone will have different perspective. But what I learned from this beautiful presentation is, I mean, see, actually, the presentation, the documentary is a kind of promotion for this, what you say, mushrooms. Mushrooms are basically psychedelics. And though the promoter of the video's mother got cured, and I mean, many people, they didn't, just a second. Many people denounce it, saying that, okay, it's a kind of promotion for mushrooms. Okay, for me, those are all secondary things. Is there something for me to learn from that? This is what I learned. And those people who have studied this Bruce Lipton also mentions, I mean, where these hormones come from, and what is the primitive way of communication between these primitive organisms. So they know how to live in colonies, right? And they know how to live together. And when it comes to offering something to someone, we give so many names to that, so many names to that, so many justifications, so much of knowledge, so much of morality, so much of sense of duty, and all these things. Why? Because this takes us to our next important lesson of the day, right? So this whole lesson is all about yourself, not pitying the type. Okay, who you are when it comes to a what do you say, a collective organism, right? A collective human being. How much sense of collectiveness that you feel, how much of brotherhood or sisterhood that you have within yourself. So Paul Pearsall, I mean, we discussed him at length. Okay, in that he says something about cancer cells. Those who have done this exercise, could you please read out that phrase? I mean, I do remember, but anyone remember what he says about cancer cells?
So they are not in sync with the body cells.
Mm-hmm.
The synchronization between the beating or the rhythm of cancer cells is not matching up the body cells.
Good. And the next sentence.
So they're in symbiosis with us.
No. Nilam, you are there. The next one. They are not in sync. And at the same time, these cancer cells think that they are superior and they don't want to be with the group. They want to grow faster.
Right.
They think that they are genius, they can grow faster, and they wouldn't care about rest of the people. Okay. The whole body is in a symphony, right? Orchestrating to the beats of the heart. But these cancer cells, they go out of the symphony. What is this boring music, boring life? And we can grow faster and we can become the champions. We can invade the whole world of this human body. Okay. This is what we need to look for in ourselves. When it comes to, yeah, I mean, it is, that's the reason why I asked you a question initially itself. If somebody wants to create 100 crore company, or I would like to have a personal wealth of 100 crore, is a different thing. If you are creating a company, means what is the meaning of a company? A one person cannot be a company.
So many people work together to form a company.
Yes, they achieve something. And I gave you, I mean, for seniors who are out there, I gave you one example in Money Magnet long back in volume 1. Okay. In that, I clearly mentioned, I gave you a task about from Atlas Shrugged, John Frisco, what is money? Please read this. What did you understand? Anyone remember that exercise? No, sir, we have thrown away all the notes and it's long gone. And we don't even watch Advanced HNTV Volume 1 anymore. Okay. So money is a byproduct of the work that is produced. Okay, it is not a currency or it is not anything. Right? It is an equivalent of the efforts that we put in. That is money. Got it? So when you say you want to create a company, means like together you want to achieve something. You wanted to achieve something and yeah, create opportunities and make world a better place. That is what it is. Got it? But as if we think that only me, myself, and I need to protect. Why people have different perceptions about tithing is we don't know. We don't know who we are, right? We are living at the mercy of microcosm, gut microbiome. We think we are a human body, but the gut microbiome is 7 times more than us. So who is living on whom?
We, sir.
And we have got only 20 genes, right? And they code for 1 lakh proteins. And who is controlling our metabolism? We think that we are controlling our metabolism, but they are the people who are controlling who we are. Okay? That is you when you look into yourself microscopically. And macrocosm, if you look into the vast universe, okay, this guy, Carl Sagan, he says that we are just a blue dot in this vast universe, right? He takes a picture of Earth. That is how minimal our life is. But look at the kind of things that we do, because all this is because we forget the basics of HND. Is it not? If a person is coming to you for a help, it is you in other person's form is coming to yourself and testing you. That is law of reflection. How many of you remember this? Seeing things as they are. Let there be light. What is the chapter number?
4th.
Yes, thank you. At least someone is reading. Okay. Every person that we come across is a reflection of us. So recently we have been to many temples, and in one of the temple, again, all the families were offering these saris to the gods, and there is a saying that someone has come seeing our gathering and saying that, sir, why are you offering it to God? You should have dropped some money in the hundi. All these priests are taking it away. And we had a discussion. Okay, then madam listened to it and said, see, the moment, see, your intention is to offer your respects to goddess. Okay, and you have submitted it to her. What happens to that is her responsibility. It is not your responsibility. You did your job. That's it. Okay. If they are doing something, right? So the moment you carry the ego that how my money is being used, that means you are still attached with that money. How stupid we are, as if we are creating this, right? As if we are going to live forever, then that money is, wherever it goes, it is going to be only, yeah, this is Dr. Suresh Kumar's hard-earned money. If I give with that intention, what is the point in giving? And remember, life is a paradox. I gave you an example. Okay? Tithing is a powerful tool, right? When you give, with what intention are you giving? In fact, you should prostrate if someone comes and asks you for uh, some help or some alms or some food, because they are giving you an opportunity to feel happy, not to shoo them away and, yeah, as if you are high priest Queen Victoria. I mean, I don't touch these beggars and I don't go near them. Full of attitude. I am Kareena Kapoor of Bollywood. Okay. Life is a paradox. It comes in riddles. It will never give you straight answers. This is what we are supposed to learn. That's why going to our basics is important. Okay. So this I already mentioned very clearly in our what is this triple M group also. I am unable to see the kind of gelling between the coaches that I could see in this small minuscule fungi. They protect each other so fiercely, communicate so fiercely. And what are we doing with all our intelligence? Right? So let's see what we are doing with our life. Why we are against tithing or offering help to anyone. Right? Tithing doesn't mean, I mean, we'll come to what are the other forms of tithing in the next slide. What is the nemesis? Who is the enemy of tithing? Okay. Tithing, I mean, I did not take the religious connotation till now. Right? How much is given, what is the word, and how you should give, and nothing I have touched. I'm just talking about ourselves, who we are, how we are, how we conducting ourselves. What is the opposite? Why we are against tithing? Because of fear. If I offer this, I may lose something. Greed. Yeah, I need everything for me. Insecurity. What if I love something, everything else? I should keep it for myself. Self-centric and lopsided morality. Armchair moralists. They say, I mean, like, you are cultivating the culture of begging in India. Because of you only, there are beggars in India. You should not. You know what? There is a begging mafia. So what? It is not your job. Okay? See, with what intention you are giving is more important. So is it making you a better person by offering some kind of help to other person is more important, not the other way around. You are not responsible. The action that you do is your job. That's it. The result, the consequence, and whatever it is. If your intention is pure, nothing will hurt you. Nothing ever will hurt you. The reality is, as earlier I said, we are nothing but, the whole earth is nothing but a blue dot, just blue dot in a huge universe. It's not even a dot, speck. And we think that we are going to live here forever and want to save it for our family, our kids, their super kids, their super kids. Yeah, as if they are like totally going to be, what do you say, helpless and stupids and idiots. Okay. So we need to understand that reality, that who we are. So there are different types of tithing. If someone needs time, You give them your quality time, just 5 minutes. Or if someone is like in a sad state, just offer them a smile. If you can't do anything, just send them blessings. Okay. One of the things that we were asked to do in satsang is suddenly Madam has come and said, see, there are women who are forced to selling their bodies to survive. Okay. Different men come to them and they suffer with a lot of infections and all. And they don't have any other hope. There is nobody to help. At least our prayers for them might help. Tonight, all of you pray for them. You don't have to do anything. Did we ever do that? I mean, the thought never comes to us, right? But that what God gives you when you let go of your ego, when you let go of your petty desires. Okay, that is like finding who you are, right? And non-littering is also Tithe, is it not? What do I mean by non-littering? We throw away trash just like that. And we don't even teach our children. We are not supposed to do that. Even if you do that simple act, that is also tithing to the country. You are offering something valuable to the country. Like that, if you list, there are so many things that you can do. Right? It is not always money. It is always not to the religious establishments. It is not always to the orphanages. There are so many ways that you can do. Right? All it takes is like 5 minutes of prayer a day. Not for yourself, not for your fellow human beings, for the world that you are living in. Okay. So we are living on this earth on borrowed time and feeding on the earth, and nothing in this belongs except our intelligence, if at all it exists. Okay.
So how
And
is this
no,
moral
just
right?
let me complete. Let go of this moral righteousness. What do I need by moral righteousness? So one day the people of Athens has come to Socrates and said, Socrates, you are the most knowledgeable man. You are the wisest man in entire Greece. Who said so? The oracle spoke that Socrates is the most wisest man in this world. Oh, thank you, oracle. Oracle might have said this because only she knows that Socrates knows nothing. Okay. If you want to be morally right, either you have to be greater than Socrates or Jesus Christ or Buddha or Prophet Muhammad or Kabir or Guru Nanak. If you think that you are greater than them or equal to them, then you can say what is right and what is wrong. Your job is to observe what is there in your hands. You can do. That doesn't mean that you should not react, but you don't have any right to say what is right and what is wrong and impose your opinions, right? Half-knowledge opinions on others. Okay? So if it is happening, God willing, I don't know why God has put me in this condition, in this state, to witness this state. God help me understand this. Am I moving on this side or that side? Am I taking sides? Or am I able to see it with balanced perception? If it is happening without your will, it would not have happened. But if it has happened before my eyes, it must have happened because of a reason. Let me know that reason. If you have that humility, if you have that humbleness, if you have that seeking power inside, then you wouldn't care. So I posted something in my WhatsApp status a day ago where Raman Maharshi says, don't try to be don't try to reform the country. Okay, try to reform yourself first. Unless and otherwise you don't know how to reform yourself, you are not good enough to reform the country. First focus on yourself. Then comes moral righteousness. There are enough people you don't need, right? Quran has been there for thousands of years, and Bible was there, Gita was there. There are so many wonderful books. Yeah. Why do you need another one of us to be there to be preaching what morality is? Just practice whatever little we know. If we practice, that is what tithing is. Okay, letting go of something in us is tithing. Okay, what is not serving you, if you have the courage to let go of that, is called tithing. Right? So now, quantum reality. Final slide. What is quantum reality? We started with A to B, manifestation. Okay. We are here and we want to reach here. Now, who is the obstacle here? What happened to this?
So just do undo.
It's okay. So, who is the obstacle here? Quantum reality, A to B.
You.
We
I mean, us.
Right? So, the whole purpose of magic of manifestation is to understand who we are. Okay. Big thing for me is letting go of some things that are not necessary. Okay. And that means it comes under decluttering. Not necessary. I spoke in the sense of moral righteousness. But to make, I mean, if you can offer something to someone without expecting anything, okay, so that it lightens you. Okay, that for me is tithing. So anything that you would like to create in your life is already existing. But all these obstacles that we have discussed, so far we are planning to do 10 sessions, right? In manifestation principles, sixth one. And the next four are going to be quite interesting as well, Arjuna's problem and rest of the things. So here the thing is, what is the obstacle that is stopping you from manifesting what you desire? Okay. So the purpose of journey is not the destiny. You don't have to reach anywhere. The purpose of the destiny is what is the purpose of the destiny journey? Hello?
to enjoy the journey.
Sir, enjoy the journey.
Yes. As long as you are living, as long as you are happy, as long as you are light-hearted, fun-loving, joyful, make people happy, yeah, don't find fault with others. Okay. Then every day becomes a celebration. It is the journey. So our journey has completed 6 stops. We still have got 4 more. We'll continue our journey with Arjuna's problem next time. Till then, thank you. Thank you for your time. Yeah, guys, I started at 7:30, 7:40 in fact, but I covered my 10 minutes also. So I gave my 90 minutes as promised. Now it is your turn to ask me questions if you have any.
Why suddenly drop in your energy, sir?
I mean, once the job is done, yeah, exhausted. Yeah, quickly. I do have time. Just go ahead. I mean, if you have don't have time, you are free to leave. The class is over.